Hi, Tom Bartholomew here, and I wanted to say thanks for tuning in to How to Market Your Construction Company series. And today we're going to talk about branding, how to brand your company, how to really kind of define what that brand is and more. So let's get into the video. What is our brand? How do you define your brand? Elon Musk said it very simply. Brand is just a perception, and perception will match reality over time. What I mean is your brand is how people see your business. How do they see your construction company? Are you guys real clean? Do you have your logos on your trucks? How do people see your company? Do you have a really clean cut crew? Do you guys do quality work? What is the definition, or how do you define your brand? A lot of times I like to start with a SWOT analysis. That's right, strengths. What are the strengths of your business? Maybe you are the best deck builder, or maybe you have a great crew, or you have the best customer service of any home builder in the area. Whatever your strengths are, you'll know. You'll know what your strengths are. It's very obvious, especially if you talk to your crew, your family. Make sure you talk to people you trust, colleagues. And I want to list all of your weaknesses. What are your weaknesses? Now, this one can be difficult at times to write down what we're not good at. So really, this is maybe even more, talk to your crew all the way around and say, what are we not good at? Maybe they don't like roofing. Maybe you only do roofing once in a while, but every time you do roofing, they don't like doing it. So it would be a good idea not to take on those projects anymore to make your crew happy, right? So those would be some different weaknesses. And opportunities. What is some opportunities? Are there some new neighborhoods going in? Did somebody just move into a new neighborhood? Are there some land being split up? What are some different opportunities that you could see? Is there a certain show or a event that you should go to where all of your target market is going to be? So what are some opportunities for your company? And then the last one on our SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. What are some threats to your company and your brand? Maybe increasing lumber prices or not finding enough employees. What are some difficult things that your company struggles with? Kind of goes along with the weaknesses, but what is a threat to your company? And if you can get honest with all these things to define your brand, do a SWOT analysis, it'll really give you a good idea when you're going through the branding process of creating a logo and all the different things that create your brand. So that next step is our brand identity. What consists of our brand identity with our construction company? A brand identity consists of a lot of different parts, and all of those parts, we're going to go through those real quick just so you have an understanding of what your brand is. So your brand is what people say about you when you're not around, and it consists of a lot of different things. It consists of your logo. That's the number one thing that companies think of when they're building their brand, is their logo. So you want to make sure that you create a good logo. And if you did a good SWOT analysis and you've created a customer profile, which that was the previous video in this series, is creating a customer profile, and you have done the SWOT analysis, you can take that to your designer or use it yourself to create a logo for your business whatever type of style of logo you're looking for. And in your brand, you have colors, right? So your colors and different colors have different meanings. So you want to maybe research a little bit of colors before you pick one that doesn't reflect your company. Right? So you want to make sure you do a little research on your colors. The fonts is a major part of a brand. In fact, a lot of times the font can be the logo, right? So you want to make sure that you pick out a font that has your company's character in it. There's a lot of different fonts, and I'm going to give you a resource on how to find some in here just a minute. Your brand is going to tell your company's story. What is your company's story? It's going to reflect into your brand. That's part of your brand. Did you grow up in a family of Contractors, are you, a generation? Are you third generation, fourth generation contractor? Maybe you just got out of college with a degree in construction management and you wanted to start this company so you could help people have green homes so they could use less energy and better for the environment. So what is your company story? And that's a huge part of your brand. Also, you want to talk about your values. What are the values that your company holds dearest to itself? And whatever those values are, you want to share it with your customers through your brand. Quality of your work is definitely influenced into your brand, right? When somebody starts talking about you, are they going to say that, hey, they have great quality work? Or are they going to say, you know what, they're very fast, but their quality is just okay. It meets code, but not anymore. What are they talking about for your quality? That's part of your brand. Also, trust. Ultimately, we're trying to get the customer to trust us. So the whole point of a brand is to get our customers so they can know, like, and trust us. So all of these things right here, all of these elements are what our brand will reflect. Like I said, here's some tools to build your brand. I'll kind of talk a little bit about what these are. Canva and Adobe Spark are both tools online that you can use. They're design tools. I use Adobe Spark all the time. Canva is also a great one. And I create my social media images, my videos. I use Adobe Spark. It's a great tool. Canva also. The remove.bg, what that is if you want to remove the background from an image, you have an image of yourself or of something, but you don't want the background in it. Instead of going to Photoshop, you can do remove.bg. It's very simple, super easy. The colors.co, that's a great one to create the colors of your brand. So this is where you can figure out what colors go with which, and it gives you a lot of color wheel options. It puts together color palettes. Awesome tool. Fontsquirrel.com, great free resource to get lots of different fonts. You want to figure out, like we talked about, what your brand reflects. You can find the font for that. Unsplash is a free resource for photographs. So when you are creating branded content, let's say you want to have a photograph in the background, this is a great place where you can get free, high quality photos. I use that resource quite a bit. There's other ones, and these are just a small sampling of different tools that you can use, but it's a great place to start with a lot of those free resources to build your brand. So there's a lot to it, and we're just getting started. So like I said, last time was creating a buyer's persona, our last series. Right now, we just talked about brand building and different tools you could use. Episode 3 that's coming up next Monday is how to create business pages on your social media accounts. So not just a personal account. And so we're going to talk about like Google My Business and Facebook, of course. LinkedIn, we'll talk a little bit about on how to build those profiles, how and why. Episode number 4 after that, we're going to talk about websites, why you should build one, how you can do it if you're going to do DIY, and also some different tools you can use there. And then after you build a website, episode 5 is how do you do the SEO on that website? How do you really get it down so you can dominate your market and show up in all your local search engines? All right. Anyways, I hope you learned something today. That was our episode number 2. We're gonna go up to episode number 10. So stay tuned every Monday for some marketing tips for growing your construction business online. Thanks. Well, I hope you learned something today about branding your construction business. Our next episode will be building social media pages for your business. So not just our personal profiles, but our business pages on our social media channels. So I just want to say thanks for watching today. My name is Tom Bartholomew with Bartholomew Media Group. If you have any needs for building your website or brand, please give us a call or send us a message on our website, bartholomewmediagroup.com. Thanks for watching today, and make sure to like this video.